Hey guys, what's up? It's Rygar the Destroyer, and today we are going to be taking a look at Cad Bane from the Star Wars Black Series. And always, before we get started, if you like this video and want to see more, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. It's free and it really helps out the channel. So anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at this guy's packaging here. As you can see, it's pretty standard for what we've been getting out of the new style Black Series. Nice big window here on the front of the package. Nice image of Cad Bane here on the side, and then whenever you flip it over, that image is repeated again, as well as a brief description. And of course, if you'd like to read that, you can go ahead and just pause the video. So overall, pretty standard stuff, so let's go ahead and get back to the figure itself here. Now Cad Bane, without his hat here, stands out about 6 1/8 inch tall, so he's right in scale with all of your other Black Series figures, and he comes with a ton of accessories. The first one is already on him here. It comes on him in the packaging, and it's this little pouch. It is a separate piece though and could be removed if you wanted to. Another thing that is kind of an accessory, kind of not, is this little pouch, or I'm not even sure what this is, like breathing apparatus, something like that. They are removable. The tubes can be pulled out of the figure and they are removable. I suspect that's just so that you don't break them while you're posing the figure, but overall fairly flexible, so I don't think that should be an issue. His next accessory is his hat, and as you can see here, it's very nicely painted and detailed, or detailed enough for a hat, and it's made of a very flexible rubber material. And I think overall when it's placed on the figure, looks pretty good. I just took it off for the review because it shades his face so much, but fits on there really nice, and I don't think it should fall off too much while you're posing the figure. His next accessories are his blaster pistols, and as you can see here, they are nicely detailed and painted. I think that these look nice overall. And then these do fit into the holsters on his belt here. If I can do that on camera. Oop, maybe not, let's see. There we go. So as you can see, they do fit in there nicely. You can kind of tuck the scope around the holster and it doesn't want to fall out of there, so that is really nice. And there's one of those holsters on both sides. Now as far as articulation on this figure goes, it's pretty good overall. There are a couple problems and we'll talk about those here in a second. But here in the head, he's got a ball peg in the head and then a ball peg at the base of the neck. And then kind of between those two, you get a nice range of motion. Now, unfortunately, the way they've sculpted the neck here, it goes up into the head kind of too tightly. So you're not going to get a lot of movement other than like a swivel out of this top joint. It ends up being basically a swivel, even though it is a ball peg, and then at the base of the neck you're going to get all of your other range of motion, and it does work, but it would have been nice to get a little bit of extra movement out of that top joint. He does have ball hinge shoulders. They do swivel 360. Then he's got a bicep swivel up here, and then he's got a hinge with a swivel at the elbow. And normally I would say that that's redundant, but on a figure like this one that has tubes that come down the arm to his gauntlet, you need that extra articulation to make sure that these tubes don't inhibit the range of motion overall. So that is a really nice touch that Hasbro did there. He does have hinged wrists with a swivel, and on both sides the hinge runs vertically through the hand just like this, which makes posing with the pistols very easy. He does have what feels like a double ball peg here in the torso. When you kind of grab him underneath his jacket, it has an excellent range of motion there. And the jacket itself is fairly soft, so it's not going to get in the way of posing too much. You can kind of pose through it, which is nice. He does have T-jointed hips, excellent range of motion out to the side, really good range of motion coming forward, and then just a little bit going back. There is a thigh swivel. Kind of an unusual design here on his pants, but it does work. And then he's got hinged knees with a swivel, and again, nice range of motion, or at least good enough on there, especially for a single hinge joint. Then he's got hinges at the ankle, nice range of motion there, and an ankle rocker. Now one other thing, I'm not sure if my figure is defective or not, or if this is a common problem, but these pieces here on the legs I think are meant to rotate around, and on this side it works fine, but on this one it feels like it's been like glued in or something, and I don't want to tear it off by rotating it. So just let me know down in the comment section if you've bought this figure, you know, do you have that same problem, or do both of yours swivel all the way around as they should? So overall, I absolutely love this figure. Cad Bane looks amazing. He's very unique in Star Wars as far as his appearance, and I think that they overall did a really fantastic job on this figure. I 100% recommend picking it up because I think the character looks cool, the figure is well done, so there's no reason not to add it to your collection. So anyway, leave your comments or questions down in the comment section below, and I guess I'll see you guys later.